Orale! What's up, homies? On today's episode of Build Busters, I'm going to try and bust my own personal, original, 100% pulse resistant sniper build. You're not gonna want to miss this one. Alright, so here's the build. I've got the sniper specialization. The reason for that is that we are going to use the White Death. At least I am. Alright, the reason why I'm going to use the White Death is because you're going to get 137% headshot damage. I have this one. This one dropped for me, God rolled, right, with damage to targets out of cover, marksman rifle damage, and I put Ranger on this. Now I could put any talent, but I prefer Ranger, right, because it amplifies weapon damage by 2% for every 5 meters you are away from your target. And trust me, at the ranges we engage in as a sniper, you're going to want that. Now I have mine expertise to 20, which gives me 1.2 million damage, an extra 20% weapon damage, and that comes in handy when you're trying to smoke some motherfuckers. Now the secondary weapon can be pretty much anything. I've messed around with a Model 700 replica as a secondary with Determined, White Death, also expertise to 20, a White Death expertise to 20 with Determined on it, and it doesn't really matter. Honestly, you probably won't get a chance to fucking use it. I tried the Bighorn again. Probably didn't work because let me tell you, you're entirely way too fucking squishy. For your sidearm, I have a D50 with Determined on it, but again, doesn't matter because by the time they shoot you, you're gonna be fucking dead. I have a Ninja Bike backpack, which is the key to this entire build in particular, because it comes with Resourceful. Slots in with any equipped gear set and or brand set item to fulfill the requirement towards unlocking a gear set bonus. Can unlock bonuses for multiple sets simultaneously. This one will be fairly easy to get, primarily because you can get it out of an exotic cache, or if you have backpacks as targeted loot. I have mine expertise to 15. I have the weapon core optimized to 15. And I have a 10% headshot damage modification. Because that's what you're going to need the most of. This right here, just a cherry on top of the sundae, makes you a little less squishy, but doesn't really matter because motherfuckers in the dark zone are hitting you for a lot more. That brings us to the other pieces. I have 2 pieces hot shot. I got that because you want the 30% marksman rifle damage, and you want the 30% headshot damage. That's primarily what I'm using it for. Sure, I could add another piece and get all of this nifty shit, but let me tell you, I also have the pristine example. That gives me 10% marksman rifle damage with 15% headshot damage. Preferably, you would want a Habsburg guard with focus on it and headshot damage, but that's a lot harder to come by than the pristine example. All right, and the reason why I use pristine example is because pristine example has perfect focus, increases total weapon damage by 6% every second you are aiming, while scoped 8 times or higher, up to 60%. That's 60% weapon damage. That's a lot of weapon damage. Next, I have 2 pieces, y'all. And I do that. I have 2 pieces, y'all, for the pulse resistance. 5% weapon damage is a cherry on top of the sundae, and yeah, you get 10% hazard protection, but that's not really going to be helpful. These 2 pieces I have drop from me with weapon handling and headshot damage, so I was able to put in weapon damage, replace the armor core with the weapon core for 15% weapon damage. And here's the other piece, a little bit optimized, and that's it. That's what I got there. Now, I'm using 2 headshot modifications, both at 10%. and that's from a lot of grinding. And this is probably the hardest part to get, and that is a 10% pulse resistant mod. You can get away with 9.8, you can get away with 9.9, but 10% is where you want to be. Some people prefer 9.8 or 9.9 so they know when someone's pulsing them. That at least gives you an idea that someone's around, but it also triggers the opponent's, threat indicator if they happen to be rogue. If they don't happen to be rogue, well, you got lucky. But with a 10% pulse resistance mod, you're not even going to show up. They're not even going to know. They have to look in their nearby to know that you're even anywhere in the vicinity, and the nearby is at 125 meters. That's the range. Give or take. Maybe 5 to 10 meters. Alright. That's the build. Let's see some damage numbers, shall we? Alright, here we have an elite NPC. We're at 50 meters. Actually, let me show you how Ranger works. Alright. Here we have a target at 25 meters. You can see down in the lower left of the reticle, you have a range meter. And right underneath your HUD there, you can see that when focus is fully charged. Alright? So focus is fully charged, 25 meters. Oh. That wasn't supposed to happen. That was a critical hit. Alright, not critical hit. 10 million damage. Oh, that's pretty impressive. 10.1. Yep, 10.158 million. Now, just for your FYI, at 10.158 million, you are hitting a player with 2.6 million damage. Now, the thing is, you are definitely going to have to get your headshots. This is not determined. You're going to need to get really, really good at getting headshots. So at 25 meters, you can knock down any player with 2.6 million armor or below. At 50 meters, focus is fully charged. I'm doing 11 million to the head. $11.098. Alright. At 11.098, multiply that by 2.6 or 0.26, and you're doing 2.8 million damage. So unless a player has 3 million damage, which is entirely possible, including health, you're gonna drop them one shot. Glitch. Bam. Done, son. Right there. Now, the whole reason I can do that, again, is because my White Death is expertise all the way to 20. When it was not expertise to 20, I was doing about 9-10 million. And that's still pretty good for anybody with about 2 million armor, if you're hitting them at the head. I recommend engaging targets at about 50 meters or above, because at 65 meters, rogues with the rogue perk won't be able to see you. And let me show you what that is. Alright, so here we are at Sin Knight Azera, which is the Dark Zone perks. There it is, right there. Alright, when you start leveling up in the Dark Zone, you get a whole bunch of nifty little perks all the way up to level 11. Right, which is 25 faster revive of other Shade agents while Shade, whereas the Rogue perk gives you 20% increased DZ XP by surviving a manhunt. Alright, but that's not the important one. The important one is here at level 7. Alright, there are two options. One is X-ray eyes. While not rogue, rogue nameplates are visible 15 meters closer than before. Alright, so if you're rogue policing, this is the perk you want to have. But if you happen to go rogue a lot, this is the one that they are going to use, or that you're going to use. While rogue, shade agent nameplates are visible 15 meters closer than before. Alright, now you got to understand that those extra 15 meters are added to 50 meters. Alright, so your nameplate's visible up to 65 meters if they're rogue and you're not. Right? Which is why I recommend engaging your targets beyond 65 meters, 50 at a minimum. Right? Any closer than that, and honestly, you'll start having problems. Any closer than that, and you'll actually start having problems actually being able to aim down sights, and that's going to force you to pull out an AR or your sidearm or whatever, and you get into some serious problems at close range. And you could use a rifle. You could probably get another sniper rifle and try and smoke them that way. But good luck with that. I found it very difficult. You're probably a better sniper than I am, but that's the way it goes. I know what some of you are asking. Why not glass cannon and vigilance? Well, add them up, homies. What does glass cannon give you? Perfect glass cannon gives you plus 30% weapon damage. Perfect vigilance gives you what? Plus 24 for a total of 54, right? Perfect focus is already giving you 60. That gives you an extra 6% weapon damage. Add that with the 30 to some odd 50% weapon damage that Ranger gives you. It's a non-starter, right? Now I understand people want to use glass cannon and vigilance so that they can use determined up here. But you can put the determined sniper rifle right there. Let me show you. White Death, determined, perfect focus. Let's see some numbers. Here we go. Perfect focus, determined talent. $9.367238. You do the math on that. Oops. I did the math all wrong. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. Taking too damn long. That's 2.4 million damage to a player. Alright? 2.4 million. That's someone with 2 million armor and a good chance that you'll knock down a good significant part of their health. Right? Let's try with a Model 700, since I'm pretty sure all of you are asking, and since I happen to have one. Expertise to 20. Oh, wait. Gonna need that scope. Alright, here we go. Elite target. Perfect focus, determined on a Model 700. $10 million. Let's see. Is it 10.4? Yeah. That was glitched. I hate that reload speed. There you go, fellas. Oh, that was glitched. All right, so let's do the math. 10.4 million on a player. That's 2.7 million on a player, right there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So if you prefer the Model 700 over the White Death simply because you want to do more damage, go for it. I recommend it. I just don't like the accuracy or the optimal range. As you can see, the Model 700 here. Here, let's replace this one with the White Death. All right. Here you have the Model 700. Here's your drop off. The optimal range is lower at 100 meters. And here you have your White Death. Has a slightly longer optimal range to 100 meters. There you go. There are mods that you can put on your rifles. Clearly, you cannot increase the optimal range on a White Death, but on a Model 700, you can increase the optimal range by 10, which will give you slightly more optimal range, but not quite as much as the White Death. The White Death still beats it out on range. And like I said, at the ranges that I would prefer to engage enemies with Ranger, because you're just going to do more damage anyway, that's the way to go. Alright. Go to the Dark Zone.
Safe area detected. Transmissions jammed. Proximity coverage only.
Oh, god damn it, this guy's always playing music. Let me tell you, going rogue as a sniper, probably not the best fucking idea. But since no one's going rogue here today, so far, let's go rogue.
Control detected.
Let's be the asshole today. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Contaminated gear detected. Rogue agent detected. Landmark engaged. Detecting additional hostile contacts. needed. Agent down.
Oh, he's gonna get it.
Agent final sign. It's 0. Safe area entered. Transmission range limited. Proximity coverage only.
Oh, someone already fucking killed him. God damn it.
Hostile incinerator turret detected. Engaging landmark.
Don't let them get away.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Hit him from the side.
Contaminated gear detected. Rogue agent nearby. Extraction called for. Rogue agent neutralized. Landmark has been cleared. Helo almost at extraction zone.
Now, I don't know how many of you have seen our
Helo is on site. Hostile patrol detected.
Extracting cargo.
Live agent has become rogue. Rogue agent detected. Hostile defender drone detected.
Departure in 30 seconds.
Serious trauma detected.
We're outbound in 15 seconds.
where did he go?
Helo is returning to base. Rogue agent eliminated. Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent out of action.
By who? fucking sniped me? Oh, it was an NPC. Alright. Let's get the fuck out of here. Alright. There you go. Soloing the Dark Zone with a sniper build. It can be a lot of fun, but you gotta get good at those headshots. And as stated, these two pieces right here will probably be the hardest ones to get. Probably followed by this one. And then the White Death doesn't just fall for everybody. These right here, as long as you have a yaw piece fall for you with headshot damage on it, you are golden. Alright, and again, also the one that'll probably be the most difficult one to get is this 10% pulse resistant mod. The homie Chino has been looking for his for 2 years and still hasn't had one drop for him. So, you know, be warned. But overall, this is a nice, quick, and dirty way to put a pulse resistant sniper build together that does a lot of damage, is effective in the Dark Zone, and can make a difference between denying a manhunt or making a manhunt last longer. So if you can be a sneaky bastard, highly recommend it. Well, there you have it, homies. That's my 100% pulse resistant sniper build. It's a lot of fun to use. I definitely enjoy using it the most. In fact, it's the one I use whenever I'm streaming. Well, maybe not this one, but a new variation of it that does more damage, which I'll show you later. I did forget to mention that the skills I use are the pulse, the scanner pulse, and the decoy. And if you hold on to your decoy, there's a mechanic where you can almost completely disappear. And there you have it. Alright, until next time, homies. Peace.